Okay. Salutations, purpose seekers, and welcome to Livelihood Practice. Here, our intentions are to communicate learning by asking questions, to spark conversation, to heal and nurture our learning and our well-being across different livelihood realms. My name is Amy. I'm a former homeschooler, and I graduated UCLA with a personally designed interdisciplinary major, studying psychological development, sociocultural change, education systems and pedagogy, and communications across these different systems. Now, today's question is, why do birds of a feather flock together? I say this a lot, and I think I've said this in a couple of my other videos, but I really want to drive home the point of what that really means and why it is important for our lives. So, birds of a feather, you can imagine, they're all the same kind of bird, they flock together. And you can think of this as like, they tend to fly together, they tend to do things together, and there's always usually one bird that's leading the group, and all the other birds follow. I don't know if you've seen this guy. There's like a bird that's flying, and there's like a diamond or like a, almost like a like triangle shape that follows behind that one front bird, and it flies where it wants to go, and everyone else flocks with that one bird. Now, I like to think that you are either the follower or the front of the bird, and there's nothing wrong with being the follower or the front of the bird, or the front bird. The drive home point is you are a reflection of the people you surround yourself by. The qualities that you would like to have within yourself, you tend to find friends that mirror those qualities, or at least have those qualities that you would like to have yourself. Now, sometimes there are people in our lives that we meet that are just like the opposite of who you want to be. And you could call these people enemies or just people that you don't like. And oftentimes these people who have these qualities you despise, it is a window into seeing our own personally hated qualities within ourselves. It shows us a misalignment of our goals and values when we actually have a friend that has these qualities we don't like, or a person in our life that we don't like certain qualities. And if we're around these people, sometimes if we're tending to always be around them, we see a misalignment in who we want to be and the values that we are trying to curate within ourselves and our actions. So what tends to promote being in alignment with our goals and values is being a part of communities. Now, this can be through your friends and your family and your cultural heritage, or it can be through philanthropic service, your professional or occupational endeavors, or even just what you do personally in your pastimes, or what you enjoy to have in your pastimes. Now, when you're part of a community, you truly have a sense of belonging, and it's when you have a sense of belonging, it is your basis for feeling grounded in your life, that you're feeling understood, that you're not alone. And in this culture today, it is very easy to feel isolated and alone, and there's now these new terms like fear of missing out or FOMO, simply because you're not doing what other people are doing. When you have a sense of belonging, you tend to find yourself flourishing more, and that you are reflecting your goals and values that you're trying to live by. A sense of belonging is based in compassion, and compassion is the basis of social evolution. Compassion is the origin of why people have evolved, because people could not have evolved without other people caring for others. And this is also why different cultures really tend to value taking care of family, and now it has become also to take care of friends, so that you can also take care of yourself and really grow this sense of compassion. There are some people in life that will think that giving to others or caring for others is selfish. And I've been told this a couple times in my life, like, you caring for other people and trying to help other people, isn't that just selfish of you because it makes you feel good? Well, compassion is literally wired in our brains for us to feel good and feel rewarded for giving to others. And I can link some of that neuroscience below, but I truly want to drive home the point that if you can give more compassion to others, then you'll find that you'll flourish more in your life and you'll feel more grounded and more happy in your life, because you have a sense of belonging, or at least a sense of understanding of others, that you're making a difference in the world. So having support through those in your community and those who understand you can truly not only curate your sense of compassion by giving to others, but it has this cyclical effect where they can also give back to you. In order to begin an understanding of what communities you're really a part of, it helps to have an understanding of intersectionality. Intersectionality is really what makes you, you. And I'll link some of the research below by a lawyer who really put this forward to see how intersectionality relates to who you are and the circumstances that make you you, and how you relate to the rest of the world. So in intersectionality, you can understand your communities being ethnically, culturally, religiously, politically, professionally, or even just your personal habits that you enjoy and the kinds of people that you like to tend to be around, simply because that is the community you feel a sense of belonging or understanding and compassion. Now that you know that birds of a feather flock together, you can use a few prompts that can really help you evaluate, are the birds you're hanging around the flock you really want to be with? And so a few prompts would be, who are the friends that I have? Who is closest to me? Why are they important? Why do I like them? Or why do I not like them? What qualities do they have? What values do they tend to share? What do they do in their personal life and professional life that I feel I'm in alignment with? What do they do that I'm not in alignment with? And these questions can truly help you differentiate who's promoting your well-being and who's putting some constraints on it. I think it's really important to understand how the people we surround ourselves by can lift us up, and they can also hold us back. And sometimes it's okay to accept that there are some people in our lives that are truly not going to be coming with us all throughout our journey, and that they were just there for that chapter, just for our learning, or for gaining more experience and understanding, or just having a sense of belonging, even if it was just for that time in our life, but we've grown to be another person. And I think that's also another thing to really keep in mind, that you are a constantly changing, evolving person, because time and circumstances are always constantly changing. You must be forgiving of yourself for who you can become, and also understanding that you are growing into a person that needs other people to help you flourish. Anyways, I hope this video helped you, purpose seekers, and thank you for joining me again. If you're interested for more psychological tools and learning tips, please subscribe. And did any of these questions and did this video help you really assess that you have friends around you that can really support you, or people around you that can really uplift your life, or who are holding you back? And lastly, if you really like this video, please leave it a like. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me, Purpose Seekers.